So one of the most frequently asked questions I get is, how much does Invisalign cost? And you're gonna have to wait until the end of the video to find out what I'm charging for Invisalign at this moment in time and what on average other people are charging at this moment in time. But one thing I want to talk about is what starts to come in, what considerations there are when the cost of something like Invisalign is decided, and it's thinking about the fact that there's the materials and equipment used to produce the results for patients. So aligners are a big thing when it comes to Invisalign, the pieces of plastic that are used to then move the teeth. And you know, these aligners, they're starting from £1,000, where the dental practice and the dentist is getting billed that by Invisalign. So already that's a big part of the cost, just the lab bill alone. Then you've got to start thinking about the time that you're going to be spending with the dentist, with the dental practice. Visits can span up to 6 months to 12 months to 18 months in some cases. So all of those visits, again, that's part of what the cost is going to, the time taken in those visits to make sure that your treatment is going to plan. Remember that there's also staff, there's the nurses, there's everybody else that works in the dental practice, the receptionist, and they're all are being paid to work in the practice to make sure that you're having a great experience throughout your treatment process. So when thinking about the cost of Invisalign, these are some of the things that come into play when the final price is actually decided. So when you're thinking about everything that's going towards making your treatment possible, with the staff, with the materials, the aligners themselves, you start to see why having Invisalign with a dentist or an orthodontist is going to be more expensive than something like you know, a DIY approach, where you get sent the molds to your house and the aligners get sent to your house and you're not seeing a clinician. In those instances, you don't have a clinician who's going to make sure that your treatment is being carried out safely. If you need to talk to somebody because there's an issue, you know the practice that you're going to, they can answer your queries, your issues, they can sort you out and make sure that you're getting a healthy result as well as a beautiful smile. And we have to think about that, the fact that you're getting a beautiful smile, which is going to be doing a lot for you in terms of your confidence. You're able to smile without having to hide your smile. You don't have to be self-conscious about your smiling. Maybe if you've got a gap, a space between your teeth, maybe if your teeth don't meet together, maybe your crooked teeth that mean that when photos are being taken, you're having to cover up your smile or smile without showing your teeth. So there's a great benefit that we have to think about, a smile that you're gonna be enjoying for the rest of your life that comes with this, and that makes it all worth it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what some of my patients have said about the cost of Invisalign, and you know what their thoughts were, what their initial thoughts were for the cost, and then at the end I'll be telling you how much I'm currently charging for Invisalign.
I think the really good thing about this process was I didn't need to wait until the end to feel the benefit of the result. Within about a month, my teeth were straighter and I was already smiling more, because even in the aligners, they looked straighter, they looked better. And you have the little things that they put on your teeth that make the liners adhere and make your teeth move. So you have those on your teeth, but they are teeth coloured and you can't really tell they're there. So within even a month, my teeth felt better and I was happier to sort of give a big smile so that you could see my straight teeth.
Honestly, if you literally, I can't even stress it, if you want to get it done, go and get it done. Don't matter how much it costs, because it's literally the best money I've spent ever. Like, even on like bags or shoes, I wouldn't spend that much money on it, but because I feel like your teeth are so important for when you get older and stuff like that, like just investing in yourself, I feel like it's so worth it. So I advise anyone, if you want Invisalign, to go and get it done, because it's literally, well, it can be life-changing for some people, can't it?
I did go back when I said I needed more retainers in March, whenever it was. I felt like one of the teeth was just, you know, just slightly off, and he picked up on it instantly and he was like, yeah, no, it's not perfect, we need to get this. So you are getting your value for money, that they won't just give you your initial and then not review it again. They will keep reviewing it until it is right, which is good, I guess, because it just means you've essentially he's in your corner making sure it's right. You know, some people are just, well, they're basically straight now, so we can leave it. We've got the however much money from them, so no, it was good. And they do the finance options. I was quite lucky I had enough money in my savings because of work and stuff, so I just paid it all out. But one of my friends has started on a finance scheme, so it is affordable and it's reasonably cheap here compared to other places. I'm sure other places was about £5,000 when I was looking. So that's one of the reasons I didn't do it as well, because it was so expensive. But this is my dentist anyway, so when I came for a checkup, we just discussed it. I actually said I'd pay more if, you know, if I could go back again and it was more, I would pay more. Just because because I was so conscious of it, it's definitely one of the best things I did.
Do it, because you will definitely not regret it, because you're going to enjoy smiling, talking to people, and the self-confidence will just go up the roof, because it's brilliant. It's just, sometimes I by myself now, after a year of having Invisalign, I still look at myself in the mirror and I just smile, because it's an achievement to me personally. Having my teeth done is like straightened, is just beautiful.
I've wanted to have it done for a few years now, but my mum always said, like, it's a lot of money, you know, it's not going to be worth it, you might not get the results that you wanted to have. But I'm so glad I did it. Like, I don't care, it doesn't matter how much it is, you've got a really good teeth at the end of the day, so I'm very happy.
So yeah, definitely more confident now. Go for it, like, it's so worth the money, and it's like, I like to think of it as a natural process. You know, your teeth aren't actually changing shape, they're not, you know, you're not doing anything damaging to them. It's just, it's a process that you're not actually changing anything, it's just moving. And so, you know, it's just going to make them look better, and it's your teeth still. You know, there's so many options out there, whether you get like caps on your teeth or veneers, and I would consider them more, trust me. But Invisalign was definitely the right choice, because I wasn't, you know, I haven't changed my teeth, they're my natural teeth, but they just look 100 times better. So yeah, 100% go for it.
I would say definitely go down the Invisalign route rather than other providers. It's more expensive to go down this route, but you've got to think about your health and you've got to do the necessary checks before you go into these other providers. There's such bad reviews on them, and with here, you know, they've been really good, and I'd recommend Dr. Arnold like 100%. I'd tell anyone to go. But yeah, overall, I really have had a good experience with it all, and especially I think a lot of preconceptions about being painful. It's not painful. You may get a little bit of soreness, you know, just around the gum area, but when you're reading bad reviews about other companies, you don't get that. You don't get that with here. So it has been really good. To be honest, when I first started the process, I didn't think my teeth would end up like this, but you've just got to trust it.
I'd tell them to definitely do it. It's definitely worth doing. It's obviously changed how I feel about like myself looks wise, and it's just made me more confident.
And it's nice to sort of look in the mirror and be happy with what you see to a degree. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was nice. Like I said, it gave me back a little bit of confidence, and like I said, you know, it was money well spent, and to me, you know, your teeth are part of your health and you can't put a price on your health.
I think at first I thought it was expensive, and I think, oh God, it's a lot of money to spend. But then I think you can spend money so easily in so different ways, and I think, well, you know, I've spent that money on this on the house, or this on a car, or and actually like your teeth are something that's there forever. So it's more like, to me, it's an investment rather than something you just spend money on and it just goes, you can't see anything for it. Whereas if you think about how many treatment I've been through and all the appointments that Dr. Arnold's given me, is there all the time if I ever need anything as well. I can just get in touch with him if I'm not sure about anything, so it's completely worth the money.
So you've heard from my patients there, and like Catherine was saying, she invested in her smile and it's going to be something that she can enjoy for the rest of her life. And when I look at what patients will invest in their smiles with myself, it's between £3,400 to £3,700, and that involves everything that they'll need throughout their treatment. So from the start, all the records that are taken, from the aligners they'll need, the appointments where we review their progress, all the way to their retainers and whitening. Their retainers being what's going to help to maintain their smile for the long term. Aftercare appointments, so I like to see my patients up to a year out of treatment because I want to make sure that the result we have achieved is stable and it's long lasting. So I want to give my patients that peace of mind. So it's between £3,400 to £3,700 at this moment in time for the Invisalign package that I'm offering. Some clinicians will charge from £3,000 all the way up to £5,000. In more complex cases, sometimes 2 years, 18 months to 2 years is needed to get the treatment done, and that starts getting the treatment towards that £4,000, £5,000 mark. So those are the differences within the cost you'll find for Invisalign. I hope this video has been helpful, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.